Well, before we get on with the night vision, we gotta get some attention to Mr. Boots, the cat here. She's gonna be running out in the woods pretty soon. So, he's my scout cat, right? He's got some dirt on his ear because he was underneath the stairs. He's getting a little thicker. He's getting a little thicker, right? Meow, meow. I just want to comment about Generation 1 night vision. Is it worth it? I got this years ago, actually. It still works and stuff. I don't really use it that much. Now, the lens is covered on it because I'm outside. You don't want to turn it on outside in the daylight with this lens. But night vision, you know, you get what you pay for, pretty much. And Generation 1, it don't cut it unless, I think the only advantage you have with Generation 1 night vision is that you are, you know, they might not see you unless they got night vision too. Then you're, you know, if they also have night vision also, they're going to see a green dot, or they're going to see the infrared or whatever the hell it is. They'll see you. But otherwise, you're better off just using the weakest flashlight, for crying out loud, than this damn thing. Also want to say something else. You know, I got these binoculars a while ago. I think these were Simmons or something, and they have a big objective lens on it. And I know they're really cheap, and I was just thinking of, they actually, this even alone is better than the night vision for a lot of things, unless you're using the infrared function, which the infrared function is, I think it's this, whatever the hell it is. Forgot what the hell it is on. Oh, I think it's this. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's, you could barely see it, man, because it's daytime. You know, in other words, I got the lens covered, so when I turn this on, it's not going to screw nothing up. It's covered up on it on the outside. You can barely see it unless you have it like right like that. You can turn it off. Turn off your infrared. Now, one thing, this was actually better, more practical, because when you're looking through a night vision Generation 1, first off, it's all green, and it's looking like, it's almost like looking through like a toilet paper roll. You got a lousy field of vision, and on the outside periphery, it's blurry. It's only like clear in the middle, and it's not even that super clear. So I found that even these cheap, large objective lens binoculars are better. Now, one other thing I liked is the spotting scope. This is a, I think it's a Simmons or something. I don't know what the hell this is. Mossy Oak Simmons. Got it a long time ago. But when it's on 12 power with this 60 millimeter objective lens, it does gather a lot of light. Now, when you go crank it up to 36 power, forget it. But you can pick out objects way better than the naked eye. And I'm talking objects that are out there in the distance, because this somehow, I don't know what the hell it's doing exactly, but there's stuff, I remember looking at stuff across a lake and all this kind of stuff. It's way out there. You can pick up stuff you can't see with the naked eye at all with this large objective lens. And this objective lens is not bad too, with the 50 millimeter. This is a 7 power scope, binoculars, but I want to say something. Quality, man, makes a big difference. Now, these aren't like the best Leopolds, but they're 8 power. They got a smaller objective lens, but these will pick up objects and light way better than these, the larger lens. There's no doubt about it. And sorry for the audio, but there's no doubt about it. So when I get this, a Generation 1 night vision scope, again, if this burns out, no way. I would probably get a small, compact binocular, would say maybe a 75 objective lens, if you could find one that's that big, that has a 12 power, and it's got good optics on it and the way it's designed. I'd rather use that. This thing, I don't really like it. I really don't like it at all. But I also want to mention I got the Bataroo product in here, because this is one application for where it should work well. Not that I want to make a video on it and get attacked by 50 million trolls. but that's a separate subject. But I actually have it in that thing because the night vision 1 will eat batteries way faster than the generation 2 and the generation 3. Plus you got about 1,500 hours on it. I think generation 3's got like 10,000 hours. I don't like it. I think it's a bunch of garbage, man. And like, if you're going to get generation or good quality generation 2, you're paying a lot of money. Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. Like I said, if you get you got a more objective lens, bigger size objective lens, and if you need to see, the only reason I see this application is good with the night vision is if you don't want them to see you. But for most things, I found that a real good quality binocular or monocular, like this spotting scope with the 60 millimeter objective lens, set at 12 power, the slowest power. This goes up to 36 power. If you set it up that high, it sucks picking up light. But at 12 power, this thing picks up light really, really good because this thing is huge on this side. Even this doesn't do too bad, but the Leopolds do pretty good. I'd rather be looking through the Leopolds than this. They're not that good. I think generation 1 it's like you had military applications in Vietnam. Like the enemy didn't have this stuff and they couldn't spot you and you could see them, and that was about it. And you're better off with a real high quality generation 2 or generation 3, but for thousands of dollars or whatever, nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it to me. I don't think it's worth it for nothing. And like anything electronic, I don't trust electronics a lot of times. They get outdated so fast, they break unexpectedly. This is old reliable, even this cheap thing. This, I could drop this someplace and it'll still work. This, I don't know what the hell would happen with this damn thing. But I also want to say something about the batteries in it. This doesn't like rechargeable batteries because they're too low voltage. It's a cheap ass Chinese generation 1. That's probably another good application for the freaking battery sleeve, because it'll step up to 1.2 volts to 1.5, even though you're not supposed to use it with rechargeables. But if you don't freaking leave them in there forever, they're fine, But I ain't making no videos about that product anymore. Freaking forget it, man. Customers will figure it out. But I just want to tell you that I would not. Like I said again, the only application I see for freaking night vision generation 1, you're going to be disappointed in how good it looks. I mean, what you see on TV and all this kind of crap. It's a lousy field of view. The outside of it, where you're looking at the field of view, which is still small, it's all blurry. It's only good on the inside. The infrared works really good up to so many feet where you can see in total darkness, but then you can also see with a flashlight. It's only good is if you don't want somebody to observe you. And if you got any kind of light out there, even if it's really, really crappy light, you're better off with these Leopolds, whatever you want to call them, or even this thing. This doesn't even do too bad of a job picking up low light, even though it's cheap, because it's 50 millimeter. But these, even when it's 30 or 25, whatever the hell these things are, that'll do a better job. This doesn't do a bad job set at 12 power because it's 60 millimeter jet lens. Actually, if I opted to get something else for night vision versus getting this, because you got to put batteries in it too. It's another damn thing. It's electronic, blah blah blah. I would get I don't know if it's available, but if they had a 10 or 12 power scope like this with a 75 lens and a good type of a construction and quality lens, if you had a 75 millimeter objectives outside lens like that, with 12 power, 10 power, and that thing would pick up a lot of light, because it's not practical to carry a binocular with a 60 or 75 lens around it, objective lens. It's got to be a monocular. this, and most time you're using night vision, it is monocular anyway. So that's what I would really recommend more. Get a monocular with the hugest objective lens and lowest power you could possibly find. Way better than getting this bullshit with, with electronic crap. I mean, this thing has served me well. I've had it for a number of years. Does work, and it works as it's designed. But Generation 1 is extremely lacking. It's the only thing that's good about it is you don't want to be observed, and they don't have night vision to observe you using your night vision. That's about all it's good for. And even then, it's marginally better than something like this, and your field of view sucks. So I don't. Most people, I think it's bullshit, to tell you the truth. So that's my opinion on it. Now, if you get Generation 2 or Generation 3, yes, it's very good. But you pay for it. Is it worth that much money? I don't think so, because what the hell are you going to really use it for, really, There's very few people who really need some shit like that.